She was just a teenage girl with a guitar, playing songs in cafes and dreaming of making it big. Today, she is one of the most powerful and influential artists in the world. But what happened in between? How did Taylor Swift become not only a pop icon, but also a symbol of artistic freedom and resilience? In today's story, we'll follow Taylor's journey from her country roots to her global reign as a music superstar. You'll learn more than just music history. You'll hear a story of ambition, reinvention, and personal growth. And at the end of this episode, we'll also break down some useful English grammar and expressions to help you improve your language skills through this story. So stay with me. This is going to be a wild and inspiring ride. Part 1. A country girl with big dreams. Taylor Allison Swift was born on the 13th of December, 1989 in Reading, Pennsylvania. From an early age, she showed a deep passion for music. Unlike many kids her age who were into cartoons or video games, Taylor was obsessed with country music, especially artists like Shania Twain and Faith Hill. Her family noticed her talent early. At just 10 years old, she was performing at local events, fairs, and even karaoke contests. But she wasn't satisfied with singing other people's songs. She wanted to write her own. At the age of 12, Taylor learned to play the guitar, and it changed her life. Soon, she was writing her own songs and expressing her teenage feelings through lyrics. Her songwriting stood out because it was honest, relatable, and deeply personal. Her family supported her dreams and even moved to Nashville, the heart of country music, so she could pursue her passion professionally. Part 2. Breaking into the industry. Getting a record deal in Nashville is not easy. The competition is intense, and thousands of hopefuls come every year. But Taylor wasn't just another dreamer. She had a plan, a unique voice, and incredible determination. She kept knocking on doors, handing out demo CDs, and performing whenever she could. Finally, at the age of 14, she caught the attention of Scott Borchetta, a record executive who was just starting his own label, Big Machine Records. Taylor became the label's first signing. In 2006, she released her self-titled debut album. The lead single, Tim McGraw, was an instant hit. Teenagers across America connected with her lyrics about young love and heartbreak. She wasn't just a singer, she was telling their stories. By 2008, Taylor's second album, Fearless, took her to a whole new level. Songs like Love Story and You Belong With Me made her a household name. She won the CMA's Entertainer of the Year award and became the youngest artist to ever do so. But this was just the beginning. Part 3. The Kanye Incident, a Turning Point. In 2009, Taylor was on top of the world. But during the MTV Video Music Awards, something unexpected happened that would become one of the most talked about pop culture moments of the decade. As she accepted the award for Best Female Video, rapper Kanye West stormed the stage, took the microphone, and said, "I'ma let you finish, but Beyoncé had one of the best videos of all time." Taylor stood frozen, shocked, and humiliated. That moment went viral, and while it was deeply embarrassing, it also made her more famous. The incident sparked debates about race, fame, and respect in the music industry. It also marked the beginning of a long, complicated public relationship between Taylor and Kanye. But Taylor didn't let the incident stop her. In fact, she used it as fuel. Part 4: Reinvention and Pop Stardom. By 2014, Taylor was ready for a major change. After years of success in the country genre, she made a bold move. She switched to pop. Her fifth album, 1989, was a full-on pop record, and it was a risk that paid off big. With hits like Shake It Off, Blank Space, and Style, the album dominated charts worldwide. It won Album of the Year at the Grammys, and Taylor became the first woman in history to win that award twice. But, along with success, came more scrutiny. Her dating life, her celebrity friendships, her lyrics, everything was under a microscope. People started calling her calculated and fake. Memes spread. Critics mocked her image. So once again, Taylor disappeared from the public eye. Part 5: Reputation and Rebirth. In 2017, Taylor returned with Reputation, a darker, edgier album that addressed the media's portrayal of her head-on. The lead single, Look What You Made Me Do, was a direct response to the drama and feuds that had surrounded her. The old Taylor, as she sang in the song, was dead. This era marked a shift in her public image. No longer the sweet girl next door, Taylor embraced a more complex identity. She explored themes of power, revenge, and fame. While Reputation was polarizing, it was also one of the most successful albums of the year. Then came Lover in 2019, a softer, more romantic album that showed her vulnerable side again. This time, she was in control of the narrative. Part 6: Fighting for Her Music. In 2019, Taylor shocked the world by revealing that the masters of her first 6 albums had been sold without her knowledge. She accused music manager Scooter Braun of controlling her early catalog, and the fight over ownership became very public. Instead of giving up, Taylor announced a groundbreaking plan. She would re-record all her old albums. Starting with Fearless, Taylor's version, and Red, Taylor's version, she began reclaiming her past, one song at a time. Fans supported her fully, and the re-recorded albums even outperformed the originals. This bold move sent a message across the music industry. Artists should own their work. Part 7: Folklore, Evermore, and Artistic Freedom. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Taylor surprised everyone again. She released Folklore and Evermore, 2 indie folk albums that showed a more introspective, mature side of her artistry. The songs were poetic, melancholic, and rich with storytelling. Critics praised this era as her most artistically rich yet. Folklore won Album of the Year, and Taylor proved once again that she was more than a pop star. She was a serious artist. Part 8: The Eras Tour and Cultural Impact. By 2023, Taylor embarked on the Eras Tour, a global celebration of her entire career. The tour broke records, sold out stadiums, and even became a cultural event on social media. Each performance was more than a concert. It was a journey through every phase of her evolution. Her influence now extended far beyond music. She was making political statements, supporting LGBTQ+ rights, advocating for artists' rights and encouraging young people to vote. She had become not just a singer, but a symbol. Part 9. What we can learn from Taylor Swift. So what's the lesson behind Taylor Swift's incredible journey? It's a story of hard work, reinvention, and courage. She faced public criticism, personal heartbreaks, industry challenges, and yet she never gave up her voice. For English learners, her lyrics are a great resource. They're clear, poetic, and emotionally rich. And her story is full of useful expressions and vocabulary that reflect real-life struggles and growth. Summary and English tips. In today's episode, we followed the story of Taylor Swift from a small-town girl with a dream to a global superstar with a legacy. Along the way, we saw how persistence, creativity, and standing up for yourself can change your life. Now it's time for a quick English language bonus. Here are 3 phrases from today's episode that are useful. Household name, meaning someone who is very famous. Example: after her second album, Taylor became a household name. Under a microscope, meaning being watched and judged very closely. Example: celebrities often live under a microscope. Reclaim your past, meaning to take back control over your history or legacy. Example: Taylor re-recorded her albums to reclaim her past. If you liked this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And remember, at the end of every story, there's a lesson and a new phrase to learn. Thanks for listening. See you in the next episode.